welcome everyone to Daily Forex Market Analysis in preparation for July 7th, 2017. Just a quick disclaimer before we get started. This is for educational purposes only. If you have questions about your individual investment needs, I recommend you talk to your investment advisor. Let's start off by taking a look at our calendar today. So the biggest news here was for the ADP non-farm employment change. The number came out negative. It was less than what was expected, and previously it was less than what was expected as well. So this does not bode well for non-farm payroll number that's supposed to come out tomorrow. So that was the biggest development here. The unemployment number was negative here as well, slightly higher than expected. So this was negative. The ISM non-manufacturing PMI number came in positive, and services PMI number came in positive as well. However, that didn't really have much or didn't make much of a difference because the market is now waiting for the non-farm payroll that's coming out tomorrow. So non-farm payroll is usually one of the biggest reports that pretty much everybody watches. So that will be important coming up. And then we also have manufacturing production for the British pound, but the most important thing will, of course, be the non-farm employment change. Another thing to keep in mind is we do have G20 meetings, and usually what we need to watch out for those will be the comments out of the leaders, the world leaders. Here we have President Trump, who'll be there, as well as all the other G20 leaders. So as a result of that, what we need to watch out for are any unexpected comments. So those can move the market. So let's just watch out for that. But other than that, the most important will, of course, be non-farm employment. And then we have Bank of England, Governor Carney speaking. We don't know when that will be. But of course, last time we had Governor Carney speak, we heard him speak. He was more hawkish on the British pound. As a result, we saw British pound go up. So he was more hawkish in terms of tightening the monetary policy, our interest rate hikes. So that's where we had seen the British pound go up. So if he, again, keeps in line with those comments previously, we're expecting we would see British pound go up here as well. And another thing, we had Fed monetary policy report coming out tomorrow as well. So tomorrow is going to be an interesting day for the US. So between the monetary policy report and non-farm payroll, it's likely to be very volatile. All right, so let's take a look here. Euro US dollar here. We see that yesterday price did pull back, but we have had a large bullish engulfing candle. So very bullish, and now we're looking for price to go up. So this makes it bullish for tomorrow. So part of it was due to the ADP numbers that came out negative. So in terms of our targets coming up now, so the first target would be 114.50, but above that we are looking at 114.64 would be the next one after that, and then we are looking at about 15.20. So those will be the two targets to the upside. So 15.20, but the first target would be 114.64 area. But before the price gets there, we are looking for a pullback. So here's what we see. We see that the price moved up, pulled back into 11300 level yesterday, and now we are into this 114.20, which is this support and resistance area. And now we're looking for price to pull back. So 1 hour will show us where we are looking. So this here is an important support and resistance area. This is the 1400 level, or even slightly lower into these pins right into here, which is the pivot point 113.92. So that's where we are looking for the pullback. But we are bullish on this one, so price is likely to pull back and then make a further move to the upside. Now that could change if we get positive non-farm payroll numbers, in which case we could see the price break below that and then come and test this 1300 level here again. And this is where we are likely to face support here again. So that's those are some of the targets. So looking for a pullback into the pivot point, and then looking for a move to the upside, but this is very bullish close for the day. Pound dollar here going sideways at the moment, but again, very bullish close for the day. So we are looking for a further move to the upside, and the first target to the upside would be 130.20 level. In this case, we are looking for a move, a pullback, and then a move up. So pullback level will be 129.50, and then we are looking for a further move to the upside. So let's go look at lower level. Same thing here. We saw double top pullback, and then we have seen a price push back up again. And looking at the 1 hour, just because it'll give us a little more in-depth picture here. So this is where price is struggling with at the moment, 129.80 level. So we're looking for price to pull back into this support and resistance area just below the pivot point here. So 129.50 area. So the move that we are looking for is a pullback into this, and then a further move up. If it breaks through here, we're looking for that type of a move. Overall, though, this looks bullish because we do have this open here right now, but that has not been filled. So if price holds above this 12900 level, we are likely to see it go higher. So the pullback is only expected to come to 129.50, and then we are looking for further move to the upside. So based on the daily close, that is quite bullish. Dollar CAD here. Dollar CAD, we have had a bullish close, but it's still inside here. So if you were to take, let's take that away. Okay, so we have a bit of a range-bound move here. And based on the close here right into the middle of the range, we're looking for price to come and test this 130.12 level. So in this case, we would look at this as a range bound. We are looking for price to come here, and likely it will find resistance into that area because for the last few days, price hasn't been able to break above that level. The only way we're likely to see that level break is if we get positive numbers for non-farm payroll. Other than that, we are looking at this range-bound move, and we're likely to see resistance into 130.12 area here, and price to move down lower from that. The first target would be 129.20. If it does break below that, then we are looking for 128.50 and 128.20 below that. So those will be the two targets to the downside. For now, we're looking at range bound, looking for move into the top there. Aussie dollar here. We are bearish on this, but we are into support now. Price has not managed to close below this level, so this is not as strong a close, but nonetheless, it is a bearish close. So we're looking for a further move to the downside. The first resistance or support, will of course will be 75.67 level here, and then we're looking for a further move into 75.30 if this level breaks here. So again, this will be 75.67 would be an important level, and then a break to the downside. Not a big day for Aussie. As we can see, price is making lower highs, so it does have the bias to the downside, but the move was very, very small for today, and 38 pips. So price is just waiting for the non-farm numbers tomorrow. So it is also a short week. A lot of people are away this week, so liquidity isn't quite where it normally is, and hence we are not seeing some too large a move in these crosses here, especially with Aussie and New Zealand dollar. The liquidity kind of dries up quite quickly here. So in this case, the first target would be right into here. So 70, let's say 75, 72 area. If it breaks down, then we're looking for a further move to the downside. And again, next target would be 75.30 level here. So New Zealand dollar, this one is interesting because we have price is holding above. So it did come and test this level that we're watching yesterday, 72.50 level, but it has since bounced off of that. So based on the close here, this is not too bearish. This shows rejection here. The pin shows rejection. And as a result, we would expect to move to the upside. But it is in this range. So it is range bound. It's right in the middle of the range. So in this case, we're going to trade this as a range bound. If price goes up into 0.7350 level, we're looking for a bounce to the downside. If price comes back into 72.50 area, we're looking for a price move to the upside. So that's so those are the two scenarios. So basically this is a range bound move. So if we go down slightly lower, as we can see, it hasn't really done much. It is pushing up higher right now. So this is our range. Price comes down into 72.50. We're looking for a move up, which is also our S1 level. And if it goes all the way up to the top here, which is 72.50-ish area, we're looking for a bounce. However, price may not go all the way up there. We could just get stuck here at 7,300 level as well. So that would be something to keep in mind, which is our R1. So overall, though, till non-farm, we are likely to just see price kind of go sideways ahead of the non-farm. And that's what generally we tend to see. So 7,300 is right over here. So this is our closer range. So we may just see price kind of bounce around there. Dollar yen moving up at the moment. But again, this is very much range bound. And here we have steadily seen this, the price move up. We see price move up, pull back slightly, move up, pull back, move up, pull back. So this looks like a bullish flag here, potentially a move to the upside. But again, keep in mind, we do have the non-farm coming up, which will have an impact here. So in this case, it does look like it wants to move up higher. So the first target here will be 113.80 level. If it breaks above that, then we are looking into this 114 40-ish level up top here, but it does look like it's kind of holding above this previous support and resistance level. As a result, we can say this is bullish. So this looks like it wants to make another move to the upside. So 113.80 is the first target. Then we're looking at 114.40-ish area. Pound yen going sideways at the moment. So this is where we are in this case as well. We have had a very neutral close. However, it is holding above 146 now. It hasn't broken down from there. As a result, the bias is more bullish on this one. And the next target here would be 14800 level, looking for price to move up into that level. Euro yen here, oops, daily. Big move to the upside. Same thing that we were just looking at in the pound here. Price is holding above the previous level and closed up higher and looking for further move higher here. Euro, we had a very neutral close. Price did come back into the support level, and now it has pushed above our range here. We were looking at a range bound market between 129 and 12800 here. So price came back into 12800, pushed above the 129, and now we're looking at further move to the upside. So in terms of the pullback, we may see price pull back into 129 and then do another leg to the upside. The first target there would be 129.60, and beyond that, we are all the way back here now. This looks like a good level, which is 130.20 level. So that will be the next target. First one is a 129.50-ish and then 130.20 level. So bullish on that. CAD yen, CAD has come down. And in this case, we did come into double top here and it has closed lower. However, we are still in that sideways move. So in this one, I would say we are looking for a range. So we're looking for price to come into this 86.80 level. And if price finds support here and is not able to break below this level, then we're looking for a move back towards the top of the range. And if it goes above the top of the range like it did in yen, we're looking for euro yen, sorry, then we're looking for that sort of a move higher. So CAD yen is sideways at the moment. Aussie yen did move lower, very similar move to Aussie US dollar here. Price is into support now. We did not break below the previous low, so it's kind of sideways. It is into support, so this 85-60-ish level is very important. So if we break this level, we are looking for a further move to the downside, but chances are it may just bounce off of this level and just go higher up back into the range. So we'll treat this as a range bound. We're looking for a potential long at 85-60 level and a potential short at 8700. So looking for a bit of a range bound move there. New Zealand yen. Here we are. With the New Zealand yen, we've had a sideways move. Price hasn't quite come down, but we are seeing bullishness in New Zealand right now. So let's take a quick look. Do we have any New Zealand news here? Oops, let's see. Okay, so New Zealand, we don't have New Zealand. Oh, but we see average cash earnings for Japanese yen came up higher, which would give a New Zealand dollar a bit of a boost as well. So here, this is range bound. So we are going to trade this as a range bound, just like the Aussie. If price goes up into 82.80 level, we're looking for a bounce off. And if it goes into 82.05, we're looking for a further move to the upside. So in this case, it's sitting right in the middle at the moment. So if we go slightly, so here we are, we had this. So it's doing that. It's testing the same level again, 82, 60-ish level. If you were to make a straight line here, that's the level it may test up again, and that will decide if it breaks up higher. So 82.80 is the top side of the range, and right now it is definitely getting a boost at the moment. If it breaks above 82.80 though, then it is certainly bullish, and we could look for 83.80 level to the upside, so another 100 pips to the upside. So that's what we're looking at. So range bound between 82.80 and 8200 to the bottom here. Breaks above 82.80, then we are looking at further move into 83.80. I think that's everything. Any questions or anything to add? Okay, all right, we will call it a wrap.